Okay, so hi and welcome. This is going to be a little knit and chat is my plan. I am sitting outside and I live on the countryside, so there's a lot of country weird noises. There's a car coming by now that I hope you can't hear. Luckily they don't go by too often. But I do have trains and birds and everything out here, and I just can't do anything about it, and the wind. But the weather is so nice. I can't sit in the greenhouse because that's too hot. And I just thought, come on, it's 24 degrees at least outside today. I want to utilise it, be outside and knit. I have my knitting here. This is, sorry, my phone was in the way. This is a cardigan. If you seen my last episode, you just saw the shoulders. Cables here. But yeah, I am knitting the sleeves right now, and I'm knitting 2 at a time. And I thought I'd just chat with you a little bit. I do know that in my last episode I talked a bit about doing a Q&A, but I'm thinking of that's going to be a bit of a while. I just today posted a Instagram story where you can ask questions, and as well a what's it called, TikTok post, a photo where you can ask. I'm gonna see if I can I'm gonna do the story again near when I do the video, and the TikTok post, perhaps I should just pin it to the top. That would be great. But yeah. Yeah, I am knitting on this, and if I can get away with it, I will always knit 2 sleeves at the time. I know some people don't, and you know, eat your choice. I'm not gonna do it. I just do it, and and if you ask me about it, I will probably come with a lot of the good things, which is I feel more certain that my sleeves always are going to be the same length. I do not feel sure about that otherwise, because I am a messy head, and sometimes kinda forget to write down what I do, forget to remember how many times I took in and out and stuff like that. Oh my god, the camera's gonna die already. I'll be back in a second. Sorry, I just had to put the my cable in the camera right, so that it would charge as I am speaking. And yeah, we were talking about the fact that I knit 2 sleeves at a time, because I am I can't remember apparently. I forget to write down, or I write down weirdly, and that's probably just bad excuses for me, because it usually works out. But I just like the fact that I feel like it's easier for me to remember, to take in, to decrease if that's needed, and everything. When I knit both at the same time, I do the same with socks. I feel like I know they're going to be the same length if I do that. The cuffs are going to be equal, the feet are going to be equal. You know, that's what I feel when I do like that. So yeah, that's why. I'm actually curious. When you knit sleeves and socks, do you knit first of all, if you knit them on DPNs, I suppose you're at least not working on them at the same time, but perhaps you're working on them simultaneously, like a little bit here, a little bit there. I've done that too. Or are you like me, knitting 2 at one time, or are you a 1 at a time person? I'm curious. What are you? How do you knit sleeves and socks? 1 or 2 at a time? So yeah, I'm knitting from this little. Can you even see that marker? From this marker here, where it sits, and up, it has to be 10 centimeters, so not long. And then I'm changing the needles to smaller size, and I'm doing a long ripping on the end of the sleeves. I think I'm changing. Yeah, I'm going to go down half a size in the needles. I'm not gonna take in unless it's because there's an uneven number. I honestly don't remember if I have or not. Again, why I do them at the same time. So yeah, and I thought I'd just chat a little bit about what happened, because honestly there's been a lot happening to me, and I chat a bit about everything and nothing whilst I knit a bit. So I hope you want to join me, and yeah, otherwise let me know what you're knitting on, if you're knitting through this little knit chat or if you're crafting on something else. I want to start off, I don't remember how much I told about in my last podcast at this moment, but you might be hearing some of the same things then. I've had a lot of things happening, and it's the last couple of days that I've really felt my energy had come back. The feeling like my creative energy has started to rise again. I'm so happy about that, because not that I don't love to knit, I do, but I also love to do other crafts. And I'm feeling like I'm soon ready to meddle in other things, to dip my toes in some of the other hobbies that I do have. That's a really loud bird. I'm so sorry. I am so ready for that. I just, the thing is, again, renovating a bit around the house here, meaning that everything is messy, and then when I take out stuff, it's even more messy. So I kind of feel like if I need to do something else where I have to pull out some of the creative stuff, I need to put them away again. It's a bit better now that I can leave some of it indoors and just go outside, but I really want to, okay, I'm using it and then I have to pack it down, and that does take quite a lot of my energy. So I have to put some days for it. I think it's the best way for me to do it, so that and say, okay, it's okay for the next 3 days that this is going to be a mess, because I'm going to work with this, and then I'm going to clean it up, and then we can do something else. I think that's the way I'm going to go by it, because the reason why I've been so low on energy is partly, well, in the beginning it was purely from the fact that I had an internship to figure out how much I'm able to work, or would be able to work. And it just took a lot of my energy. And as that ended, unfortunately we had a medical emergency in my family. That has ended as well, but only recently. So that took a lot of my energy as well. And then a week ago, this is the exciting news. A week ago I had surgery. And this is not bad in any way, it's really good. I've really been looking forward to it, because I had a thing put in my back called an SCS, a spinal cord stimulator, which connects to this little thingy. This little thing is remote for me now. Inside of me I have two electrodes and a battery. The battery connects, and the electrodes connects to this. And this one controls the amount of electrical stimulation going through my back to my nerves, and the electrode is touching the nerve that hits my left leg, where's the place that I have my nerve pain. And yeah, I can turn down and up, and I can change some programs, and I can just turn it off. So now I have to learn to not only have my phone with me everywhere I go, I have to learn to have this with me as well. And actually, when this is done, I think I'm going to for the first time since I got this, I have to charge myself. So I have to charge the battery in my body, in my back. I have to charge it. I'm so excited. All in all, what it does is it it so to say disturbs the the nerve sends from your brain to your limbs in your body. It sends out these electric signals, and there's something wrong with signals going to my leg, somewhere in my back probably. My nerves or perhaps they've been pinched or something after I had this. I had 2 slip discs and a disc that then decided it just didn't want to be anymore at the same place. So that meaning that the nerves to my left leg had been pinched quite a few times. And probably just it's just that it just really hasn't come back after that. So when the signal is going to my toe, for example, on my left foot, it gets scrambled, and that turns into pain because something's wrong. And when the brain doesn't get the signal back right, it often interprets it as pain, at least for me. And that's why I have this chronic pain in my well, that's, as I understand, kind of why I got the chronic pain. But this stimulator then disturbs that signal on its way back and forth to my brain. And right now I have it on a setting where all I feel is like a low, but like a buzzing. If you take the buzzing, the way it feels in your mouth when you say z sound, and that's the way it feels inside my leg and underneath my skin. And it's different from people to people, but I really like it. I think it's a delightful feeling because I don't feel the pain. I don't feel any pain right now, but the less I do, the less pain I have. And right now I'm sitting still, and I've done that for a while today. Mainly I've been sitting still all day. I was tired this morning because yesterday we were on a drive, but that's what that is. I gotta live sometimes, you know. The more it's not gonna, the more, sorry, this goes back. The more not moving I am, the better, the less pain I have, so to say, in general. And this is not gonna fix me. It's not gonna magically take away all of my pain so that I now don't have to worry, don't have to take all the pain medicine, painkillers I have, nothing, no. It's just gonna help me a bit. I actually used what's called a TENS, TENS. If you've heard about that, that's, sorry, my pills behind you. It's basically the same as what I just had put in, except it's on the outside of your body. So that would be, have some electrode pads, some gel pads you put on for me, my leg, and then you can attach some power to it, low power. It's meant for it. I don't just go to the plug in the wall. I have this TENS, it looks a bit like this, that you plug it in physically, and then you have these cords going to your leg. That's what I used to have, and it did help me, but this is just more practical, to be honest. When everything I started to get rash actually from the other. I really during summertime had trouble, because during summertime I would have to tape them to my leg because it's summer, it's sunny. I have to wear sun cream, and it wouldn't adhere to the sun cream, so I had to tape it on as well. In the winter I couldn't move them because I couldn't get to it unless I basically went to the toilet and took off my pants, because it's on my leg. This is so much more. It's cordless. There's no cords for this. The only thing I have to do, which is what I have to do after this, is I have to charge myself. I have a little. I've gotten a belt with a compartment for a battery, and then a battery. I'm gonna put it on, and then I can walk around for the next couple of hours with that, and that's gonna recharge my battery. I think it's amazing. And then I think they say mainly 10 to 12 years, then I have to go and get the battery in my body changed for a new one. I think it's fantastic. The only thing I would say, as someone who suffers from this chronic pain, and who's been through all of this, and it was hard because I actually went to a different hospital in my own part of the country that told me that it wouldn't help me and that I wasn't a candidate for it. And I decided in the end to get a second opinion. And that second opinion has brought me to where I am now. I had surgery a week ago today, actually. And I think it's wonderful. I don't care, it's not going to fix me. I just want to be able to live my life a bit better. But honestly, if you figure out that what you've been told, if you hear controversing things that doesn't match up, go and ask again. Ask for a second opinion, because the first hospital said I wasn't a candidate. I talked to somebody, I read some very different, read something from people who had very different experience, and I wrote with somebody who, on my own age, and was like, I'm so sorry, can I ask you some questions about this? Because she was, there's a Danish organization called chronic influencers in English, you would say, and they have like an Instagram takeovers once in a while, and there was a young woman on my age who was like sharing this, and it was like, can I just ask, because that's everything I've been told I didn't match to, yet you matched to it. We wrote a bit back and forth, and I ended up getting a second opinion from the same hospital she was shut surgery in, and here I am. And it's working on me. I can feel it. So yeah, do that if you're in doubt once in a while. And when that is said, some of the things I've been through and other people have been through with chronic illnesses, chronic pain, just in general things, it can be hard to accept, and there are some things that you're just going to have to accept, of course, but that doesn't mean you can't fight to try and get better and try and get the help you need. I would say do that, really do that. I myself have become an ambulatory mobility aid user, both of crutches and of wheelchairs. My boyfriend took me in a wheelchair to IKEA. We had my wheelchair with me. It was the best IKEA experience I think I've had in years. Such an odd thing, you know. So yeah, I stopped knitting because I have to measure. Let's see if it's time to change. I really suck at measuring, apparently. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure how much. I did not do a swatch, and I'm unsure how much do this grow. Do you know that? Can you tell me how much do cotton grow? Right now I have I had to knit the 10 centimeters from this one, and then I have put off I don't know, 10, 15, 10 centimeters for just pull stockinette, and then 7 to 10 centimeters of ribbon is the next, I think. Yeah, that should be it. So what am I on here? I am knitting on a 6mm. I want to go down to a 5.5, I think. Yeah, that should do it. So I'm just not gonna do that right now because I don't have the thing to change it, but I'm just gonna finish this up and then I can go change that. So yeah, and now I am, of course, I am doing everything to get better again. I had surgery. I was awake for surgery. That was the wildest. I haven't been awake for a surgery with that many people, and I only had like a small thing in my knee where they went in and looked, and that was it. But this, there was like nurses and everything. It was like, wow, there were so many people, doctors and nurses and surgeons. But yeah, it went well, to say the least. I have to say, for me, I have to get my stitches out next week, and then I'm planning on slowly getting back into my workout routine. I had to stop working out as well when I went on that internship, and you know, oh my god, it's been a big part of my life now, and to have to stop that to be able to try and work has meant that I kind of felt like I have put my body on low priority, which I don't think is a good idea for me. So I'm gonna get that back in priority, that's for sure. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited to get to working out. I have like a little pedal where you can like pedal, but you can also use the free hands, so I do that. And then I have a plan to, through the I think, is it Danish handicap cycling union or something like that. I'm gonna write to them and ask if I can try hand bike. I really want to try that, hand cycle. Otherwise I'm just gonna go back to the gym, and I'm gonna go back slowly. Oh, so slowly. I'm gonna start, I think, by going back twice a week, do 2 exercises, and head on home again. Perhaps do some warm up and some stretches before and after, but that's like it. And then slowly see if I can get up to 3 times a week again at least, and then do some biking on what I got myself, or on the road. Perhaps I want to try that, you know, just be a bit active again. I really want to do that. That's one of my goals this summer, and otherwise, you know, as I said, the less I do, the better I feel. Duh, some would say. But the less I walk around, the less I move around, the less I annoy the crap out of my leg. But I want to move, but I just want to I have to learn to do it slowly. I'm continuing to learn that. But yeah, so a lot of this summer is gonna be spent out here when the weather's for it. Look, the sun's right here. Yeah, when the weather is nice, I'm gonna spend it outside, knitting, chilling, hopefully getting some visitors, or heading out to visit some of my friends and family. I have an exciting knitting project I'm gonna try out, and I'm gonna keep that a bit shush at the moment because I want to see if it works out before. It's not like, you know, it's just like, I think I'm thinking of doing like a little vlog about it. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing like a vlog about it, of this knitting thing that I'm it's gonna be a summer top, let's just say that. It's gonna be a summer top, but it's gonna be out of my comfort zone in the way of not out of my comfort zone. I've done it before, but it's gonna be like wildly weird, and it's gonna be an experiment. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. And then I think I'm gonna film a bit of some of the process and see if we can make a little something out of it. And otherwise, I'm just planning on knitting, of course, but I'm also planning on doing some air clay stuff, and I want to do some punch needling as well. And with the air clay, there is some painting that I love to do. And I do have some like fiber clay that I want to do like some markers with. Let's see if I have. Sorry, if I have them here with me. I have these weird ones that I've done. Don't I have? Oh, I have one here in my red knitting. Here. See if you can see. This one is a little yarn up in front of my head. This is a little yarn skein. You know, I want to do some of that. Just gonna have some creative fun I hope that's like what you want to do. So yeah, thank you for knitting and chatting with me. I hope you had some fun watching this. I hope it wasn't too oddly chaotic. I don't plan on cutting much else other than the trains out of this, to be honest. I'm just gonna let it be as is. Yeah, so otherwise, thank you for watching. Comment if you have any questions, of course. And I hope to see you around. You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok. I think it has to be in this side. It reverses it. You can find me there. If you want to see more from me more often. I do this knit and chat or a little podcast episode as I have the brain space and time for it and feel like it. So nothing on schedule, but yeah, subscribe if you want to keep yourself posted. That could be fun. I would love to see you follow along. And otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for all of it, and stay safe. Bye. I'd left it inside, of course.